everyone. Today is May 22nd, 2020. I want to take you through today's workout. Today's workout's a 20-minute AMRAP of 30 double unders, followed by 10 overhead squats, and finishing off with 10 devil presses, 5 with one arm, then switching on over to 5 with the other arm. So for our warm-up, we're going to do 3 minutes of double under practice. So if you have a jump rope, we're going to try to jump up and get that rope to spin around us twice. So we're looking for a flick of the wrists, okay? High jump, flick it around twice, and then keep jumping. So it's jump, double, 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 jump, double, double, jump, double, double. So you want to make sure that you're trying to catch a rhythm with the jump rope. Now with the wrists, you want to make sure you're just using wrist and not really trying to use a lot of shoulder and arm. Okay. The next, so if you don't have a jump rope, or if you're practicing doubles and you're in between the phase, you want to try to get that rhythm going, like I was saying earlier. So you're going to jump to the highest point and try to hit the side of your pocket. So you're going to jump, and that's what I was saying by that double double. So jump, double double, jump, double double. Okay. If you're with the singles, or you're doing the singles, we're just flicking it around once, and it's jump, jump, and you're just working on that rhythm there. If you don't have a jump rope today, that's okay. We can substitute jumping jacks for today's workout. So jumping jacks, we're just going to go out and together. All right. After we're done with our double under practice or jump rope practice, we're going to run a clock. So 3 minutes of that, and then we're going to go into 3 minutes of burpees. So with the 3 minutes of burpees, we're just going to go down to the ground, get ourselves back up, and then come to a stand. If you feel like you want to jump, you can jump. No standing on this. Again, we're just doing this for a warm-up. And just try to do as many reps as possible. So you should have a 6-minute clock, 3 minutes of jump rope, 3 minutes of burpees, and then you're done. And now we're going to prep the workout. So today's workout is going to be 30 double unders. So depending on how you warmed up, you're going to choose to do double unders, single unders, or jumping jacks. Okay, so CrossFit standard is going to be 30 double unders with each set. If you're doing single unders, double up the reps and do 60. And if you're doing jumping jacks, again, double up the reps and do 60. So now for the overhead squat. Today we're going to go with that overhead squat. We're going to get a wide grip on the bar. We're getting that bar over our head, and we're holding and stabilizing it into place. From here, I'm not letting my shoulders sag, I'm not bending my elbows, I'm actually pressing into the bar. Elbows should be locked out, armpits should be forward. So from the torso, from the belly button all the way up, you're keeping the bar locked and loaded over your head, and you're just doing your squat with your legs and your hips. So you're gonna send your hips back, bend your knees out, lower yourself down into a squat while maintaining that bar overhead, and then come back to a stand. Again, butt back, knees out, sit all the way down, and then stand up. So that's your overhead squat. Overhead squat's pretty challenging, so we're gonna try to look to go light on the overhead squats. You wanna make sure you're doing 10 reps per round, even if it's an empty barbell. So a couple of scales today, we're gonna be using dumbbells for our minimal equipment. So the minimal equipment, we get the dumbbell overhead, we're gonna do 5 with the right arm. And what you're doing is you're just gonna squat exactly the same, but just with one arm, okay? Everything looks exactly the same, okay? The biggest fault I see with this is as we bend, the elbows bend. We don't wanna do that. Again, like I said with the PVC pipe, we wanna lock that dumbbell overhead, squat all the way down. Then we're gonna switch sides and do 5 with the left side. You can also use a kettlebell. And then we have the backpack. So if we're using a backpack, if you want to pretend like I'm using a backpack here, I would recommend holding the handle and trying to squat with it overhead. I don't recommend going 2 hands overhead unless you have the mobility to squat with your hands really close together and that shoulder width apart. That's going to be very, very challenging. So now the overhead squat is a very challenging movement. If that's something that's you don't have the mobility and it's going to look unsafe as you're doing it, then we're going to switch it on over to a front squat. And we can do that with a barbell, we can do that with dumbbells, we can do that with a backpack. The front squat, the bar is going to be in the front rack position, elbows are going to be up as high as possible. You're going to do your full squat and then come back to a stand. So all the way down, all the way up. And again, we can do that with 2 dumbbells, pretend like I have 2, or 1 dumbbells, dumbbell in the front rack. Now with the backpack, we have that backpack in the front rack position. I'm looking for that squat. The double presses are a new movement. We've done them a few times, okay? It looks like a burpee into a single arm kettlebell slash snatch. So what we're looking to do, you're gonna do 5 with one arm. You're gonna get your body all the way down to the ground with the dumbbell out by your side. Kick your feet back. From here, you're gonna get yourself back up, straddle the dumbbell, get that dumbbell in between your hips, thrust your hips forward, and get the dumbbell overhead. Okay, so once again, burpee down to the ground, get yourself back up, in between your legs, and then kettlebell swing back up. So I'll show you a different angle. So we have the dumbbell at our side while we're standing. We're gonna get down, do that burpee, back up, in between, and overhead. There's a little bit of rhythm to that, okay? So practice those a couple of reps with a lighter weight, and then we'll get it going in the workout. For our cash out today, or our extra credit, we're gonna do 3 sets of the hollow hold. So in the hollow hold position, we're gonna lay completely flat on the ground. You're gonna pick up your upper back off the ground. You're gonna point your toes, lift your heels off the ground, and then from here, you're gonna hold that hollow position. And if you can, put your hands over your head. If you put your hands over your head and your upper back goes to the ground, just keep your hands in front of you as long as you can maintain that crunch position. So we're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. And we're gonna flip over, and we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna pick ourselves all the way up and try to fly like we're Superman. And we're gonna try to hold 30 seconds of the hollow rock, and then 30 seconds of the Superman. So that's our workout today. Once again, we have a 20-minute AMRAP of 30 double unders, 10 overhead squats, 10 devil presses, 5 each side. And then we're gonna cash out with 3 sets of 30-second hollow hold and 30-second Superman hold. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good workout.